chaos, hectic. I've been all over the place this week working on Regulated City. For those who are new to the channel, hey, I'm Pascal from Orangepixel, currently working on Regulated City, and this week was extremely productive. I was all over the place in the game. I was adding new stuff, fixing bugs, adding new bugs, but also fixing those new bugs, tweaking things and adding special effects and gameplay elements. It was a lot. The problem is I don't have anything standing out, anything specific, anything very visual that I can show you in this week's video. And I don't have a lot of time to create this week's video, but I do want to create a video. So I'm doing this video. I'm talking faster and faster because I just want to quickly do it before I have to leave. So after the intro, I'm going to show you a bunch of highlighted features that I've been adding to this game this week. It's probably going to be a short video, but it's going to be interesting. Strap yourself in. After the intro, we're going to go full speed. This wasn't full speed. This was me being very calm and relaxed. Let's go. Intro and then diving into the features. Alright, first feature, and you can't go wrong with this, is car bombs, or at least blowing up cars. And I'm not recommending to do it in real life, but we now have cool car bombing thingies, or you can throw a grenade at a car and it will explode in, well, in this fashion. Pretty cool. There's a lot of dirt, debris, smoke stuff happening, and this was very fun to add to the game. You can also tinker with these cars. You can just have a little interaction with them and they will start, their horn will start like a car alarm, and it will attract enemies to that spot. We also have more interesting layouts in the streets, even though originally the street was just a little subsection before you enter a building and do the actual game. The street level is now very interesting and a lot of fun, and I might actually make some missions about the street. We now have vertical cars, and it just breaks up the street a little bit more. You have to navigate it. Enemies can hide behind these cars, but so can you. The street is getting much more interesting. Indoors, we have walls that now cast shadows. I know this is just a very silly feature, but this is the stuff I've been working on. We didn't have shadows for these walls, and it kind of started looking a little bit weird. I still have to fix the shadows on some objects, but this already improves it a little bit. I also fixed the windows. Light was always shining downwards or to the right, even if the window was at the bottom side or on the right. So now windows properly cast their light into a building. Hostage pathfinding was a terrible thing. It wasn't working at all, and now it does. This hostage, if you save him, it will start following you. Yeah, and that's pretty much your mission. You have to keep him alive until you reach the door or the exit, and that's going to be one of the missions. So hostages are now pretty much following you in your shadow. I also tinkered with enemy AI. They are now a little bit more interesting, and they will run away if they're low on health, although right now they will run away all the way to the left side of the game world for some reason, so that's a little bug. Working on that. I'm also tinkering with the energy levels, so some will be more difficult to kill and others easier. Just working towards balancing the gameplay, because, well, obviously we're gonna have different type of enemies and they won't all be as easy. All that stuff has been tinkered with. Other silly thing, I added power generator last week. That turned off the lights, but it also turned off the sunlight. So right now in the level editor, you can tell the level editor, this is the sun, this is not the sun, and the sun won't be turned off. Which makes sense, but it still had to be added to the game. Also changed the death animation on the enemies. Still needs improvement, but it's already a little bit better because now you get to see who is dead and who isn't. Very important. Finally, we had all these static animations. DMAC did them. Bad guys on treadmills, bad guys boxing, gym stuff, and you would run past them and they wouldn't interact with you. Now they will interact with you. Even the guy on the toilet, they all interact with you. They will turn into an actual bad guy and then chase you, try to kill you, whatever, which just makes more sense and looks cool. Speaking of DMAC, maybe I should add some sad music here, but this, as I'm recording it right now, last Friday, is DMAC's last day as an intern. Yeah, he did all the graphics on Regulated City. Well, not all the graphics, but a lot, almost all the graphics on Regulated City. The rest will be up to me to just continue working on those graphics. Everything that's still needed, not sure what, because we have a lot of graphics. But in his last week, he still did some cool stuff. Let me show you some of the new stuff he did. New security camera system. He saw it in my video last week and he noticed that it was just crappy. It wasn't crappy, it could be done a lot better. And he did, so cool new security system. The new fist, I mentioned it last week, it was double pixel because I wanted it twice the size that he originally drew it in. So we now have his fist that's twice the size, which looks a lot crisper and better. And we have cars that are flipped on their side in the street view. We will be blowing those up as well. So he's doing a squashed car and a frame right now, I think, as I'm talking to you. And that's some of his last artwork. He also just gave me some cats and dog animations. Still have to see where we can fit those in. And there's even more graphics he already made, but I haven't found time to put them into the game. So there will be more graphics of him appearing in the game. I just need to go through all of it and sort it out and build it and code it. But it will be sad to see him leave because he's been doing some awesome artwork, and we might see him back in the future. Maybe back in the future, thinking about some cooperation with him for a few couple of little tiny game ideas I have. We'll see how that all works out, and I'll be sure to mention him if he appears again. But for now, D-Mac is no more. While he's still alive, he's just not intern anymore. Oh boy. Anyway, that's it for this week's video. Like I said, I don't have a lot of time, but I do want to upload a video every week. And luckily I had a bunch of cool video for the game. So hope you like this video. It's quick, it's fast, it's rough. And I know I've been talking very quickly, but you can half speed on YouTube and then it will all be sorted out. Thanks for watching. I'm ending this video now. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment below. I'll see you next week. All right, I need a break. Bye.